JD Vance is in hot water. Welcome everybody to Great America. I'm Leland Benford. I've been off for 2 days, feeling under the weather, but I wanted to get back in because so much has changed in the last 2 days that I made a last video. So on Tuesday, on my last video, JD Vance talking about childless Catwoman wasn't a thing. JD Vance having sex with a couch wasn't a thing. Trump backing out of the debate wasn't a thing. The Obamas backing Harris wasn't a thing. And I'm pretty sure I missed two or three more things that happened since Tuesday. This has been a crazy, crazy news week. And what I want to talk about in this video is the childless cat woman kind of conversation that we're having about JD Vance. I believe Trump is having serious buyer's remorse when it comes to JD Vance, and MAGA doesn't like JD Vance. And I'm going to talk about the crazy, weird, racist reason why MAGA doesn't like JD Vance at the end of the video. But right now, guys, if you like content like this, please like, subscribe, and comment. I want to get a conversation going. Hit the bell notification. So, like I said, JD Vance is talking about this whole thing about if you're not a parent, then you don't care as much about the future of this country and you shouldn't have as much voting power or voting rights as opposed to parents, which I don't understand that because I mean, you have a lot of people out there that have kids just to have kids. Anybody can have kids, right? So just because they have a parent, just because technically someone is a parent doesn't mean they're a good parent or a good father or a good mother. So that totally blows out the window to me because you have people who have kids and then kill their own kids. So what the hell are you talking about? But that's how he believes. He strongly believes if you don't have kids, then you don't have any future to worry about because you don't have any physical blah 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 blah. Blah. I'll play a clip. I'm taking these clips from the Megan Kelly show. She did a really good kind of job, kind of grilling him. I don't know if she has kids. Maybe she does. Maybe she don't. But she did a good job kind of grilling them, and she also has a lot of clips that I'm gonna pretty much put over here. I'm not the one who put in the weird transitions when you see them cut. I don't know why they use that scissors or blade sharpening sound effect for the transitions, but that's not me, that's them. But I'm going to go into a part where JD Vance is kind of explaining his theory. And then one of the things that he's talking about is he's also including AOC and Pete Buttigieg, and I believe someone else. And I think Pete does have kids. So I'm not sure when this video was, but I think Pete and his partner did adopt. But AOC is also still young and she's in Congress. Like, why would she have kids right now? So, but this is all of a kind of attack on Harris, who doesn't have kids, who has been, a stepmother to um, her husband Doug's kids. But this is kind of all of a kind of a roundabout way of attacking Kamala. So I'll play this for you, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
It's one thing to recognize there are people who don't have children through no fault or choice of their own. But it's something else to build a political movement invested theoretically in the future of this country when not a single one of them actually has any physical commitment to the future of this country. Kids are the ultimate way that we find healthy people, at least I think, self-meaning in life. We should treat this as a crisis in this country. And we should send the signal to the culture that we are the pro-family party and we're going to back it up with real policy.
All right. So that was JD Vance giving his description on what it should be, right? What how he believes it should be. Well, like I said, you won't be surprised that that definitely ruffled some feathers. He did name some people earlier on in that speech. I kind of started before that, but it was again Pete Buttigieg and AOC and a few others. So that kind of took it the wrong way. So he went in on Tucker, defended his thing, and this is double down culture. We live in double down culture. So he doubled down, and which I don't understand. At the same point in time, it's so funny because JD Vance the other day on that meeting with Trump, that interview with Trump, he had said, hey, if you're a leader and you mess up, you should come out and say that you messed up. But that's up to them to figure out if they messed up or not. That's up for them to decide if they messed up or not, right? So he's not going to come out and do anything about it, even though he said that's what good leaders do. He's not going to do nothing he said that he would do. So this next part is the reaction from the ladies over at The View. Some people love them, some people don't like them. I enjoy their observations on things. I mean, these are real women who are in the country, and I like that they try to have a couple of different sides to all the arguments. But here are the ladies from The View. We're going to start with Miss Whoopi Goldberg, of course.
Had a baby. You know who else didn't have, never had a baby? How dare you? You never had a baby. Your wife had a baby. You know who else didn't have kids? George Washington, the father of our nation. Like Kamala, he raised Martha's children.
Because they invalidate even the idea of women who use IVF to get pregnant, or women who don't have children, or women who are stepmoms. Like, none of those are valid women to them. Those women don't matter. They're trying to reinforce this message that the only valid version of America is the America where white women didn't leave the home.
My kids are older. Does that make me childless? I want to qualify.
He is falling into the line of Donald Trump, offending women, offending minorities.
So if you have stepkids, JD Vance is saying that you should not have as many rights as everybody else. Like, this is a person, him and the former president, they want to control women. Jesus did not have children, right?
I mean, there you go. So obviously, a lot of people are saying, like, "What the hell are you talking about, JD Vance?" So all these clips are coming out about this, and then he also there's a clip somewhere where he said we can't let childless cat ladies ruin this country. That also got a big rise out of a lot of people. I don't think he knows how many cat ladies, childless cat ladies, there are in this country. There's a lot of them. We see them all the time on hoarders. They still have voting power. They still have voting rights. So I mean, JD Vance is in some hot water. Probably the worst VP pick. And also, polls are showing he's the least unpopular. How are you more unpopular than Mike Pence, who is pretty much just a ball of grits that just walked around? No personality, no, no. I guess the less is more. But at least with Pence, you know what you got, right? He didn't fake the funk. He didn't make it seem like no. He was true to his values. I think history is going to have a weird outlook on Pence because yes, probably has a lot of old ideals, but that actually came to be the best thing because he helped, save the country on January 6th. So, but not giving him any because he also watched it burn for 4 years until that moment with Trump. So now moving on to the next kind of crazy story. JD Vance probably had sex with a couch. He probably did something nasty with a couch. I don't know. It reminds me of one of the episodes from Big Mouth, um, with a guy having a relationship with pillows. So, um, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to even think about this, but apparently something was in his book that alluded to something that somebody said, but then other people said when you go read it, it doesn't say that. So this just could be some internet having fun with something, and I'm pretty sure it's probably driving them crazy. But I did want to get back into why MAGA doesn't like him. So I'm not going to play these clips because they're from Nick Fuentes, which I'm so confused on Nick Fuentes. Is he white with a name like that? I don't know, but he has a lot of very white superior complex issues and all this stuff. But if you don't know him, he was the white supremacist who was hanging around with Kanye and was teaching Kanye about Hitler. Um, Again, I'm not going to play his video because it is a lot of just crap in it. But pretty much what he was saying was JD Vance can't be trusted to make this country better for white men since he's married to an Indian woman, and then also his kids have Indian names. I think he has a son named Ravek. I can't remember what the other two names were, but they're Indian kind of names. So then they also learned that JD Vance had said somewhere that he's going vegan so he can make it easier for his wife to cook, so she can cook her dishes because they're vegetarians. So that also for the far right was like, you're not eating burgers on July 4th. You're not having a hot dog on July 4th. You're having naan bread. So they can't take that. They don't understand it. So that's also, I mean, everything is real primal, it's primal over there. So it's like if you don't grunt, scratch your nuts, and fart and treat your woman like crap or whatever the hell they do over there. I don't know. But they don't like them because of that. I will have to admit, having the kids all have Indian names, it does show that he has like kind of like in my eyes at least, he has no real say in his house. I know if I was married to someone that was from a totally different religion, totally different culture, but will have to be some compromise. Like he name could be like, uh Denzel Revec, Vance, something like that. That'd be in my household. I don't know. We'll have to find some in between names that kind of mean the same or mean something or whatever. We'll have to get creative, but I would want to be represented in my kids. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you feel like if you was married to someone from a totally different culture. Would you allow them just to pick names? Like, like yeah, my parents are by my parents, my dad's black, my mom's white. I got a brother named Derek, Lydia. Like, so we ain't got crazy names. I think Leland, well, my sister, I got a sister with a crazy name. That's real. But anyways, it's a nice name. Shout out Rika, you know who I'm talking about. Her name is like, oh yeah, Black Daddy picked that name. That was all Black Daddy. But so I don't know, man. JD Vance might end this thing. So, but which is perfect because Trump needs someone to blame why he loses. Trump needs someone to blame on why something went wrong, right? It's never his fault. It's always something else. It's never the choices, decisions that he said was totally his. It's never that. He needs someone to blame for this. So if Kamala continues on this roller coaster ride that she's on, brilliant move by the Democrats. They let the whole RNC go by. They spent so much money. Everybody's talking about Joe. No one's talking about Kamala. And Joe pulled it out. Masterclass, Uno reverse on you. So yeah, let me know what you think about JD Vance. Again, if you like this type of content, like, subscribe, and share. Talk to you guys later. I have an episode coming up where I'm talking with someone on the MAGA side. You don't want to miss it. Have a good one.